rebounding in the first half?
Well, I wasn't happy about a lot of things in the first half, and we talk, but we talk very quietly. Well, I'll switch with you. And the guy says, well, I didn't hear it. Well, I said it. I just didn't say it very loud. That's where we are right now. We haven't played against zone that much, which showed, and I was fine with that. My whole thing was an energy level where you had, you know, Brandon Edwards just going and smashing the boards and just taking balls out of our hands. Well, you can't have that. And I thought an energy level, and in the second half I thought we played with some emotion. But again, now you have the third guy to come up with 25 is James Young. It's what I said, you have different guys. We have to get Calipari making free throws because we want to throw it to him. In the second half, all we said was we're posting the ball every single time down the court, which we did. I thought we did a pretty good job of it.
Cal, they had some success. They were a smaller, quicker team. They're a smaller, quicker team. They had some success off the dribble. How concerned are you about where you guys are with that?
We stopped playing. Guys stood straight up and down. You're going to get beat on the dribble. See, the new rules make you move your feet. Well, to move your feet, you got to bend down. You got to get in the defensive stance and get wide, and you got to beat them to spots. So what we're doing is trying to, like, play on his side. Well, then he's throwing straight line drives, or they're going into a pick and roll. Well, you force him off the pick and roll. We try to beat him over the pick and roll. He turns us down. We had a bunch of those. Look, we got a long ways to go. There were some good things, 18 assists, 8 turnovers. You know, we out-rebounded by 12, which means we out-rebounded by 16 and a half. We make free throws by and large. James Young, I thought he took about 2 or 3 too many threes. We were running a play where he was supposed to catch it and post it. He kept shooting it. But short of those 2 misses, he would have been 5 for 8 from the 3. And we worked on him the last few days because his shoulders were going back. And, you know, I've watched him shoot for 2 years now, and that's not how he shot. And so we just kind of got him underway. And he also made free throws today. So,
Coach, in the second half, Andrew committed a foul, put his head down, and yelled, "Get your head up." How much of his adjustment as a point guard is
he and his brother and Alex, I got a bunch of them. And the other thing is, right now, they really have answers. What just happened? Well, I was trying to go up, and the guy said something. I heard the official, and the guy in the third row with the popcorn threw something down, and there went the guy. Really? We have answers for everything right now. Did you guys even get what I just said? I mean, and it's not just one. It's like every guy. And so we got, like I said, I'm not changing. I'm gonna be as hard as I can on these guys until they start changing. And today in the first half, I had every right to be angry. They started playing better, but then we break down. And see, they think, well, I said, what am I getting on you about? So you tell me, all you basketball bettors, what am I really getting on them about? Missing the shot?
Yep.
It's all effort. It's nothing else. Sprint the floor. Stay in a stance. Check out and rebound. Don't let his effort be more than your effort. That's all I'm getting on him about. Talk together on defense. I told him, how fun is it where you're out there by yourself? No one will speak. How fun is it playing? You don't have any fun. You have to talk. You have to be together. That's the thing about unity and team. These guys are still learning. We got a ways to go.
Cal, rebounding-wise, it seemed like they had a lot of second-chance opportunities. Were you guys not boxing out, or was the ball bouncing in their way, or what was
No, they outworked us on a bunch. They had 16, we had 27. Or they had 15, we had 20. But again, with our size, we should. And we're trying to hold teams to 9 or 10 offensive rebounds. But all it takes is one guy, and they had one guy get 7. And he got him against Julius, and he got him against Alex. Just outworked them for the ball. Got 7 offensive rebounds. And we were in position, it could have been either guy's ball. It's not where it bounced. They just got outworked. This was not one of Julius's better games, and I told him that. I said, look, if I got to get you the ball the first 3 times down the floor to get you going, you can't do this. This is like Michigan State. We can't have this. You can't go through the motions and not be in a defensive stand. He's got to play to start every game. Love what Marcus Lee's given us to start the game. Loving it. Doesn't even bounce the ball. He just gets it quickly to the rim. You know, it's nice that we have three of those guys, and whichever two are playing the best, you give them the most minutes.
Now, after his kind of strong start to the season, Alex has back-to-back games with 2 points and 8 rebounds total. I think is this showing that he's not quite over the stuff last year?
He still has a ways to go. And what happens is the first raindrop, when the sun's shining, it's all good. You got a couple raindrops. Part of this started in practice. Had a couple bad practices, stopped playing, head down, didn't, okay, now it's carried over when you were a double-digit rebounder. And you're looking like a star. And then now it reverts. It's all effort for him. And then you miss 2 free throws. Do you really care? Just play. I don't care about missed free throws. We're going to miss free throws. But try to rebound a miss, which we did today. But just keep playing. And it's not just Alex now. We got about 5 guys that way right now. That's when you're 17, 18 years old and you don't know better.
Coach, you said before James Young back here is the best shooter in the country. Did that first half kind of show that tonight?
Yeah, but he hadn't been shooting it well. You know, and again, he was leaning. The tape shows that he was leaning his shoulders back. And you lean your shoulders back because your legs aren't under you and you're trying to get a little more oomph on your shot. And when you do that, you're basically fading away. You're not going to be an aggressive, consistent shooter on fadeaway shots. And he was doing the same thing on free throws. So we stopped him, and he shortened his free throw. And on the other thing, I said, now that's your shot that I've always seen you shoot. And now he concentrated on straight shoulders, and he just, you know, he's one of those ones, you got to love to get in the gym more. Just get in there and shoot. You're right, 12 steps you walk across the street. 12 steps from, you got 8 steps to the elevator and 30 steps to the door. Go down the stairs and shoot. Get over there. You got managers, you got the gun that can rebound for you. But he did some good stuff today. He opened up. When you're 8 for 14, you know, the way he played, he had 3 assists, no turns. Played pretty good.
John, can you talk about the way that Willie played, and is he one of those guys that's not giving you everything you want the whole time?
Well, when he threw that one, he got it in the post and he threw it out. I said, that's it. Throw him the ball every single time. You're going to make plays. I don't care if you shoot air balls, you're making plays. And he aggressively made plays. He goes now, and he ends up 6 out of 8. You know, you remember the shot in the first half? The turning air ball throw. I mean, what in the world? What? Well, you have to want to do this, and you have to be aggressive. And he did it in the second half. I mean, he's a double-digit rebounder also. He had a double-double today. But like I said, we got tomorrow off, and we're coming back with 4 days. On a Saturday, we're going twice. We're putting in some things that we haven't been able to put in. We're shoring up exactly what we have to shore up. You see us defensively in these pick and rolls and other areas. We got to get better. We got to do some stuff in the zone, plus us playing some zone. And we just got to get more energy, more talking, more vocal. And we got to make them. There's not an option here. If you're not talking, you're out. I'm putting somebody else in. We've got to get this. I just told him. I said, I'm not changing. And right now I'm coaching too hard, but I got no choice. I can let them do the things they want to do and win a game and think it's okay, or correct them and make them do the right thing, and I don't care. Be mad, be sad, be whatever you want to be. Change, and then you'll see it's easier. I don't get on you except for effort. They're all effort things. That's it.
Last question. Coach, in the first half against their zone, over here on this side, against their zone, it looked like you want to get the ball, big guys flashing high. Is that something because of the length and the passing, that high-low?
Yeah, but and then we threw the ball to the guy outside the middle of the lane. I mean, it's hard. We ran a play that we just put in, and like we haven't gone against zone much. So, and the tape I watched, my whole thought was throw it up and throw it in. And we kind of got away from that, and then in the second half, I said, that's it. Throw it to the wing and throw it to the post. Make them guard that first. And that's basically what we did. So this team is the best post-up team I've ever coached, my team. And we should be the best rebounding team, or one of the best rebounding teams I've ever coached. But when you get it in the post, score the ball, and if you get fouled, make free throws. Thanks.